The inaugural season of Gianni Gameday culminates in Santa Clara, California for the College Football Playoff National Championship. Number 2 Clemson attempts to dethrone the Tide and win its second national championship in 3 years. Although Alabama's stronghold on college football rolls its way to the Bay for a chance to win back-to-back titles for the first time since 2011 and 2012. Can Bama win yet another national championship, or will Clemson take the trophy back to Death Valley? We'll find that out, plus many more adventures on the 10th episode of Gianni Gameday. Let's start this episode with the segment, Know Your History, where I'll take some history about college football and I'll relate it to the national championship game. Alabama leads the all-time series against Clemson with 14 wins and only 4 losses. This will be the 4th matchup in the college football playoff between Alabama and Clemson, and the 3rd in the national championship game. Both teams have split one national title, and Alabama won last year in the semifinal against Clemson. In the entire history of Alabama and Clemson football, each school has only played one game in Northern California. December 3rd, 1932, Alabama traveled to St. Mary's to play the Gales in San Francisco. They would come home with a victory, 6-0. In 1951, the 16th ranked Clemson Tigers traveled to Stockton, California to battle 20th ranked Pacific. They would go home with a loss, 21-7. And now it's time for Bowl Breakdown. Let's get into the teams, look at the players, and see how the game's gonna go. Both schools have 2 really great young quarterbacks. Alabama's Tua Tagovailoa won the Maxwell Award and the Walter Camp Award for being one of the best quarterbacks in college football this season. He was also second in the Heisman voting. Now we look over to the other side with Clemson. They have freshman Trevor Lawrence, who earned the spot earlier this year over Kelly Bryant. Trevor Lawrence has been phenomenal, second team All-ACC this season. The Alabama backfield is loaded this year. They have second team All-SEC running back Damian Harris. They have Najee Harris, and also Josh Jacobs, who ran for 98 yards in the Orange Bowl in the semifinals against Oklahoma. If we take a look at the Clemson Tigers running backs, they have AP second team All-American running back Travis Etienne. He's been phenomenal. He just set the Clemson single season rushing mark. The Alabama wide receivers pose a threat for any team they face. Not only do they have the Fred Biletnikoff winner Jerry Jeudy, they also have Jalen Waddle and Henry Ruggs II. The Clemson Tigers are really stout at wide receiver too. They have second team All-ACC receiver T. Higgins. They have Justin Ross, who caught 2 touchdown passes in the Cotton Bowl against Notre Dame. And how can we forget the man who caught the game-winning touchdown against Alabama, Hunter Renfrow. They say defense wins championships, and both teams have phenomenal defenses this year. Alabama, they are led by defensive lineman Quinnen Williams. He won the Outland Trophy this year, and he's an AP first team All-American. Now the Clemson defense is filled with NFL draft picks too. Just look at the defensive line with Christian Wilkins and Cleveland Ferrell. They also had Dexter Lawrence, but he was suspended for the college football playoffs for failing a drug test. There was a banned substance found in his samples. The substance was a muscle growth hormone called ostarine. We'll see how that affects the Clemson Tigers. The linebacking core for Alabama is always strong. They have second team All-SEC performer Dylan Moses, as well as Anthony Jennings. Christian Miller is going to be real questionable for this game. He had a hamstring pull in the Orange Bowl against Oklahoma. So we're going to see how his injury develops and see if he's ready for game time. Linebackers for the Clemson Tigers, Trey Lamar and Kendall Joseph have been playing well. They're going to need to come up big in order to stop Alabama. And in the defensive backfield for Alabama, they have a potential first-round NFL draft pick in Deontay Thompson. He earned first-team AP All-American honors this year. A couple of second-team All-ACC quarterbacks this year, Trayvon Mullen and A.J. Terrell. They've been playing good this year, and they're going to have to continue that in order to shut down that high-powered Alabama passing attack. And now it's time for my prediction. I believe the Alabama Crimson Tide will get the victory that will win the national championship over the Clemson Tigers 27-24. So here's my schedule for a fantastic national championship weekend. I'm driving up to the Bay on Friday. I'm going to see San Francisco a little bit. On Saturday in the morning there is Media Day. Alabama's going to go first and then Clemson. After that I'm going to go to the Convention Center and also the Plaza de Cesar Chavez for the Fan Fest. And then at night they have concerts by Logic, J-Rock, and Leon Bridges. Should be a fantastic day in downtown San Jose. Then on Sunday, I'm going back up to the city to have a fun day in beautiful San Francisco. Then on Monday, we're gonna wake up for the tailgate. It'll culminate in the 2019 College Football Playoff National Championship in Santa Clara, California, Levi Stadium. Next time you see me, I'll be riding up to SF. And by the way, it's my birthday. So you know Gianni Football is just ecstatic on life right now. It's college football, it's my birthday, it's San Francisco. What could be better? I'll take you through all the sights and scenes of San Francisco, Santa Clara, and San Jose for the 2019 College Football Playoff National Championship. Alabama, Clemson. Let's go.